To start us off, Kyle, you know what's on my mind today? Something a
Mm.
little different, a bit of a different type of segment. This is something I just wanted to discuss. I want to pick your brain. Do you think actually makes you dumber? Like, do you think
Okay.
getting stoned and smoking makes you dumber, either in the short term or long term, in any
Mm.
way? Because I personally, the reason I ask you this question is because lately, for the first time, probably since I've started getting stoned, I've been changing my habits in terms of how I smoke.
Mhm.
For like the entirety of my 20s and the latter half of my teenage life, I got stoned every day from like the moment I woke up all the way to the moment I went to bed and like ran that shit every day. But lately, the past like couple years in particular, I'd say the past like year and a half, it's been more serious. I've been really limiting how much smoke and when I smoke it. And
Mhm.
what I notice is when I don't smoke for a day or two, I feel like I'm like born again. Like I
Mm.
become this new man. And I like, I don't, I'm a very forgetful person
Uh-huh.
naturally. Like right now, you could tell me some shit, and by the end of this very episode, I'm not going to remember it.
Mhm.
But if I'm bone sober, I'm going to remember it. And if I haven't smoked for a couple days, I'm really going to remember it. And I feel like when I go a couple days without smoking and I achieve that clarity that I think I'm getting, it feels almost like taking an apple for me. Like it feels
Yeah.
like I'm back to like this is where my brain's supposed to be.
Sure.
So I feel like in a way kind of does make me dumber, but I can't tell if it's a long-term effect, if it's something permanent, if it's short-term or what. I just know that like getting stoned is definitely making me a dumb motherfucker sometimes.
This is making me want to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you want to
So,
go? So we can go smoke right now.
well, probably, yeah, I probably will, but give me a moment. So interesting question, and I think it depends heavily on your criteria
Okay.
because I think maybe in certain respects it maybe does make you dumber. Like for sure, it does not help my productivity personally. It does not help my productivity. But at the same time, I do think it does help me think from a different perspective. Like I really think a huge issue is that everybody thinks in very like uniform manners now.
Oh.
And I think
Bunch of
there is
slaves.
quite a lot of value in being able to think differently. And I don't mean think differently like you're suddenly Jimmy Neutron because you smoked. No, but like maybe sober you think about things one way, but then you smoke. It just kind of, it's like looking through a kaleidoscope. Maybe you just see things a little bit differently when you smoke. So I think there is value in being able to see things from different perspectives and different angles, different point of views. That being said, productivity is not going up when you smoke. I mean, if it is for you, hats off to you. But I would say 99% of the time, myself especially, productivity is not going up. And yeah, I think like I do notice if I'm playing a game where speed is necessary, like Counter-Strike, for example, where, milliseconds are counted, like reaction time matters, for example. Smoking doesn't help you. It does not. I will notice a drastic decrease in my ability when I'm playing fast-paced games, when I'm smoking. But does that mean I'm stupider because I'm slower? Not necessarily, I don't think. I would say it probably doesn't make you dumber, just different and maybe slower.
See, I think whenever I'm high, I notice it now more than ever because when I was younger, I always believed like getting high was helping me do things. I thought that about every day I did. I was always so like, oh, doing this is helping me be more productive. Oh, smoking this helped me stay calm and focused, And in reality, neither of those were doing either of the things I thought they were doing to my brain. And like, I think when I smoke on a consistent basis and I'm high for like weeks in a row, even on those days where I'm sober, I'm still like lagging in the brain.
Right.
Like I'm on 100 ping. Like I just
Well,
feel this fog
You can also
that feels like a
look
chemical
at
buildup in a way.
you can also look at what like professions commonly use marijuana, right? Like very successful artists and musicians love marijuana. Yeah, because like creativity wise, it's great. But do you see a lot of like engineers and product developers and software engineers using it? Probably not as frequently. So I think it's just, it's has its uses and applications, but depending on what you do, maybe it's less helpful.
Do you think there's any long-term effect on the brain that scientists will discover one day in terms of smoking on a regular basis? Like, do you think it actually does anything permanent when you get stoned every day?
I mean, so I think a huge issue right now is it's really hard for us to tell anything's effect on the brain over a long-term period because we just don't really understand the brain in general. I feel like we know less about the brain than we know about outer space at this point. Like the brain is a very complicated thing. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, what is the data limit? Like if you think about like the most advanced hard drives right now are like what, like 20 terabytes, 100 terabytes, 1,000 terabytes. How much data do you consume in your lifetime? And like, is there ever a limit where you like cannot learn things? Probably like not that we have found, So like, how much data can be stored in our brains? We have no idea. And like, how does that work? We have no idea. Can we replicate it to make better hard drives for our computers? Who the fuck knows?
I need a brain for my PC.
Right. So, like, if we could figure out the brain, quantum computing would be solved tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we have no fucking idea how the brain itself works. And because of that, I think it's very hard to tell what is causing what effects on it. Because we don't, it's like trying to diagnose, like, a head gasket leak when you don't know how combustion engines work. Like it doesn't really. It's really hard to diagnose the problem when you don't understand the function.
Yeah, I don't know how the engines work, so I don't.
Right,
yeah.
right. So yeah, I think it's really hard for us to say right now because we don't even know how the brain works. But yeah.
I think specifically, like, probably has a more significant impact if you start smoking when you're young and your brain's not done developing. Like, I feel like, I don't know, this is totally just based on my best guess, based on my personal experience. I'm not a doctor, but, like, I feel like a lot of the longer term impacts to my brain might have been done when I was, like, 16, smoking 100 times a day. And,
yeah,
like,
but what long-term effects on your brain are you?
I feel like my memory is way worse. My memory is way worse when I was younger.
Right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even on days where I don't smoke, like it takes a while for that fogginess to clear up.
Yeah,
like
but
I can,
you
like if I smoke, if I
month,
got hella high today, and then like 2 days from now, I didn't smoke again, and 2 days from now I woke up, bro, I'm still hella foggy. That's what I'm saying. That's a long term effect, though.
Sure,
like it's not permanent, but that's still a long term effect if it lasts for a month.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah. And that's like we need to study more.
Yeah.
It's so fucked that it's not federally legal, and the only concern we're sitting here talking about effect wise is like, oh, I might remember shit a little worse. Right. And then alcohol's federally legal, and that shit actually kills you.
You're right. And then there's on top of like the actual health effects, like your liver and all that, like. Then there's domestic violence.
It's literally
drunk
poison.
Driving, and like that just isn't an issue that we have with. Yeah.
And somehow we refuse to research because it's bad. It's a drug, we shouldn't know what's going on with it. But alcohol is just totally legal. And alcohol, if you really get down to it, alcohol is more destructive than most other scheduled. Alcohol, like if alcohol were to be scheduled under the current system, it would be pretty fucking high up.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the times when you hear about like fueled incidents, 90%, like if you like, I'm talking like, you know, dude goes crazy and shoots somebody on cocaine, or dude goes fucking like berserk and causes an incident at a gas station or something. 9 times out of 10, when they're like he's like also drunk too, you know, like it's always like a mixed with alcohol, you know. The crash out's almost never just it's the plus alcohol that just never works out well.
Yeah, but alcohol is fine.
Anything is pretty chill.
It's not. Yeah, it's not really anything you can't smoke except like maybe wouldn't want to sometimes.
Then that's really even just a preference thing.
Yeah, it's very subjective.
Yeah,
but
you're not gonna die from it.
Yeah, if you don't want to trip harder, you don't want to smoke.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I don't know. I wanted to shoot the shit a little bit about that because I've been really pondering on stuff lately because I've been really feeling different about it. You know, I mean, for years I've gotten high every day, and now I just don't do that anymore, bro. The only time I get high is at night, and even I find myself sometimes I won't even realize it anymore. I'll go through a whole day and I won't smoke one time, and I'll wake up the next day and like get ready to smoke, and I'm like, when did I even get high last? I'm like thinking, I'm like, wait, that was 2 days ago. That's so unusual for me. Like it's a new feeling for me, but I kind of like it, dude. I think long term, I don't know. When I was younger, if someone asked me if I'd ever quit, I'd say fuck no. But I feel like the older I get, the more open to the concept I become. Like maybe I would stop smoking one day.
Interesting.
And just see how it, or at least really restrict it to like once a week or something.
Wow.
Because I honestly notice a big difference when I stop smoking.
I feel like once you go once a week, that's not even going to last. You just probably quit at that point.
Yeah, but I enjoy it for certain things. Like when I'm watching movies, I want to be fried. Bro.
Yeah.
I want to be fried.
Right now. But if you do it once a week, then that one time a week you smoke, suddenly you're going to be like way higher.
Deal.
And you're going to be like scared of shit.
Deal.
Like,
deal.
I don't know.
Deal.
I think you'd be uncomfortable from smoking.
Listen, the only time I've ever caught the dragon, ever since my first time getting high, it was my second time smoking, was the day. It wasn't the day I got off probation. It was about a month before, but my PO had told me she was done testing me, and like I believed her, and she was telling the truth. Thank God, because if she wasn't, I would have gone to jail. But I went over to Cody's house, and I went and bought like I don't even remember how much, a pretty small bag of his brother, and we rolled a. Dude, I think I took one singular hit, and I was the highest I've been since my first time getting high. And it was honestly a blast. When I look back, getting stoned is not very memorable most of the time. It is very mundane, it's very boring, and especially now, it's like there's no fun story associated with getting stoned. We just took a trip and continued our day, you know? But that day, I will always remember as like one of the most stoned, the greatest highs I've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, stunning high. I ate like 9 McChickens.
Definitely a big part of it though is just that like it's just a casual thing now that like we've done it thousands of times now, whereas like LSD the first dozen times I'd done LSD, I could have told you how every single one of those trips went the first 12 times. After 20 times, not so much the case. Then it all started to blend together a little bit. Now, like 100 or so times, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
I can tell you like my first trip and then your first trip, and after that, they're all the same.
I just want to go back to those instances of being that fucking stoned because I don't get that high anymore ever. It doesn't matter how much I smoke or when I smoke it. I just don't get that high anymore.
Yeah,
and like I don't want to be that high every day, but I'm at the point where like I'll smoke and I know is fire. And I'll just be like, man, this is like underwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, and it's Like if I give it to a homie or like I give it to someone I know they're gonna get high as fuck. It makes me sit there like, what am I even spending my money for?
Yeah.
Why'd I buy this fucking bag?
Well, it's just, I mean, you do smoke very good all the time. So maybe smoke some mid from time to time.
What?
Dude, I smoke, I mean, I wouldn't say I smoke mid, but it's not the same quality of yours. And for sure, when I smoke yours, I feel that shit. So
yes.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying you should only smoke mid, but like,
rather
you would appreciate your more.
I'd rather die in a car accident than smoke mid every day.
Okay, well.
Like, that's just, I can't do it. I think if I'm going to get high, I want to get high off the most enjoyable. I don't want to get high. There's not a middle ground for me. With the exception, okay, mid flower really sucks. Smoking mid flower is horrible. Mid concentrates are smokable all day long.
Sure.
Like I recently, it was a while ago now, probably like 6 months ago now, I bought a $10 gram of shatter. Just like the old days, bro. That shit we used to smoke when we were in high school, except it wasn't a fucking poop soup. It wasn't a straight slab of brown. You could actually see the light through it when you held it up. And I paid $10 for the gram and I got so high and I loved it. And I was just sitting there like, man, like, everyone should smoke this. Like, this is great. I'm like 5% less high than I would be off my dab of for a tenth of the price. Like, deal me in, bro. Stunning proposition. You know, I think, but yeah, mid flower I won't smoke. Concentrate's different though. I'll smoke mid concentrate all day.
I think just mid flower is kind of also a perspective thing. Because I think from your perspective, you'd probably call mine mid, but like
it depends.
It's also like genuinely, if I went back to Illinois, 0 people in Illinois.
Yeah, okay,
mid,
but
you know,
the
just
difference,
LA mid.
The difference is local standard,
right?
Illinois mid is garbage, unsellable Reggie in like a place like here, like Michigan or like somewhere like that.
Our mid is genuinely better than their like top shelf.
Yes, so, yes, 100%. And our top end is something that most of the legal brands, and even
kings,
in Illinois especially, there's not really, honestly, I've tried a lot of like non-legal gray market brands in Illinois. None of them are really, that I've tried at least, as great as some of the stuff out here that you find in the same category.
Yeah.
But maybe that's changed. It's been years. I mean, I haven't really been tapped into the Illinois since 2023. So it's been 3 years. Who knows? Maybe someone's got some fire out there now. But when I was there, it was not pretty. And everyone went to Michigan.
It's not LA.
One of my favorite brands, actually, back when I lived out there, was from Michigan. I think Neff's is what it was called. It was like that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't very expensive for what it was. You would get like these 8th pucks, and they were good.
Yeah.
And that was a Michigan brand, bro.
Yep.
That shit was great. Good. Yeah, that shit was really good, bro. I love their fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Either way, holy fuck, we've been yapping about for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out we're on episode 53, Kyle. 53 weeks in a row of doing Crackheads. 53 glorious episodes posted on the internet for your enjoyment and entertainment. And wow, here we are again.
Yeah.
Just doing it once again. And what are you doing?
This looks like Frozen.
No, I think it's just room temp. Actually.
Yeah, but look at the top there. Oh.
What about it?
I don't know. It just looks like it's about to freeze, but it's not.
It's about to freeze in the open room.
Yeah,
holy shit, man. Yeah, we're not sober for this one, which I think you guys tend to like for Crackheads. So we have a little bit of fun in the studio. But ladies and gents, today we're coming in with just a stunning episode. Just a wonderful episode. I don't think I even need to say any words about this episode further because it's just going to be so stunning and wonderful.
It's going to be wonderful.
Wouldn't you agree? And before we dive into that, first and foremost, thank you all for tuning in today and watching the show. We greatly appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a sub if you haven't already. We really want to hit 100K. And Kyle, what do you got to say to people?
Yup. Episode 53. Welcome.
Yup.
Thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe. Because 100K would be sick.
Bro, you would get a
really
plaque.
Cool. We would get
your first plaque. You would get a plaque, bro.
Right here.
Nah, that's lame as fuck, bro. We're not gonna. No, you hang it in your bedroom.
Okay.
It's like your
Then
plaque,
it's
and I'll
gonna
hang it in
be
my
over
room.
there.
That's like it's a personal thing, bro. They know we got 100K. They can look at the number. They don't got to see the plaque.
Okay.
That's a personal plaque, bro. When you have a beautiful woman over to your crib and she starts underestimating you because there's only 2 pillows on your bed instead of 4, what you can do is show her the plaque.
Well,
She'll stop underestimating you.
4 pillows? Is that the man? I don't.
Yes,
dude. 4
yes,
is
4
ridiculous.
pillows is. What are you talking? How many pillows do you have on your bed right now?
2.
I knew it.
And one of them is literally one
I
of
knew you had
them.
2 pillows.
Honestly, is just to put between my knees because they're bony and they.
What?
If I don't have a pillow between my knees, they'll bruise. So I have a pillow between my knees. It's also apparently good for your hips that way. I guess if you're a side sleeper.
Bro, you guys need to get
Sure.
fat, dude.
So.
Gain some weight, bro. My shit's fine. I sleep with my legs all up on each other. No problem, bro. My shit might be chafing when I sleep, bro. It's fine. It's completely fine.
Yeah, I get bruised knees. So
That's
I have
crazy.
2 pillows and one is not for anybody else. It's for my knees. So
But then
they don't
Shorty
bruise.
needs 2 pillows too.
If Shorty comes over, I'm gonna have to order a pillow. 'Cause
2?
I don't know. What does she need to? She have knees problems too? Like,
Probably, bro.
all right.
I know you like skinny women.
I do.
They definitely got knee problems.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
There's no meat on that bone.
But you don't know that they're for sure a side sleeper. Maybe they're a back sleeper, and
You don't have to be
worry
a
about
side sleeper to have a knee issue. I mean, you
it.
could.
Well, but my issue wouldn't be an issue if I was a back sleeper. It's only because I sleep on my side.
back
so my
sleeping
knees,
is for
like,
prey animals and like mongoloids. Side sleeping is high IQ because it allows you to prop up quick and you sleep better anyways. Like when I'm side sleeping, bro, like I sleep typically like my right side will be down, you know, left side up, and I'm facing the door. Bro, if an opponent enters my room, I can fling myself up so fast. It's not even funny, bro.
yeah, I can get up quick.
If I was sleeping on my back or especially my belly, I'm just dead.
Remember at the Red Roof?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I'm just dead if like an opponent enters. But side sleeping, I'm good.
Yeah, I can wake up and get fucking vertical quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, I think realistically, side sleeping is the only real way to sleep, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like there's not back sleep. I can't fall asleep on my back.
No, it's bad for
I
you.
sometimes, when I'm really drunk, I'll fall asleep on my stomach. Like when I'm really hammered, I'll get
Dude,
in my
I
bed,
had
and
a
I'll like
friend-
face down, like put my head down like this, and just.
I had a friend that used to sleep. Like, I genuinely would check his pulse when he was sleeping. Like, he would just sleep like he was dead. He'd like literally dive into bed and just sleep in whatever position he landed in. And like a lot of times, honestly, he's like on his face. I didn't always know if he was breathing. Yeah. Yeah, he slept in the craziest
Try out
ways.
the dead homies.
Yeah, yeah.
He could
He's still going. He's
could have
fine.
been one of them.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
Well,